There's been a ton of news coming out. FIFA and 2K have come to an agreement, and it seems like 2K is going to have the license to create the next FIFA game. Now, this might confuse a lot of people, but let me break it down for you really quickly, and let's discuss the amazing things. Now, you might know, like I know, since we've been probably alive and since we've been gaming, that FIFA has been created by EA Sports, and we played a game named FIFA. Well, this year they changed the name to FC 24, and going forward, it will be called FC 25, 26, 27, and on forth, whatever, right? And the name FIFA kind of went away. Well, what happened? Well, let me break it down for you real quick. A long story, very quick. EA was making a lot of money off of microtransactions. They were bringing in a ton of money through packs, and FIFA was like, hey, listen, if you want to keep using our name on your product, we want more money. And EA didn't want to give FIFA more money, so FIFA said, you can't use our license and you can't use our name no more. So EA lost the World Cup rights. They can't do a World Cup game, and they lost rights to other things, but the most important, they lost the name FIFA. So they could no longer use FIFA. If they wanted, they could have went and made a deal with UEFA and called their game UEFA 24, UEFA 25, but we've always known it to be called FIFA, right? Now, the name went up and it's done and that's it. They went with a new name. Well, 2K said, wait a minute now, this is a great opportunity for us to get into a football game. So they went to FIFA and came to with an agreement and got an agreement to call their new game FIFA. So they're going to be creating a new football game, aka a soccer game. They're going to be creating this football game, and now they get to create this product, but they all get to put the name FIFA on it. Now, to a lot of people, that might not be a big deal, but to a lot of people, that is a big deal. Let me explain why. If you walk into your store, or if you go on Amazon, or if you go on any place where you buy video games, and you see the game FIFA, you're automatically going to think that's the FIFA that you used to play 5 years ago. That's just what you're going to think. You're going to be like, oh, that's the FIFA. So they were smart to grab the name FIFA because it's easy promotion. This game that EA created for many years that was actually used to be a really good game now is going to be back. Now it's going to be the same name of the game, and probably look at the cover will look similar, but it's going to be made by a new company. So FIFA, was smart by wanting more money, didn't get more money, and was like, you know what, we'll find somebody else to kind of partner up with, and 2K was the company. Now, there's going to be great things and bad things to this. I am 100% excited. Let me explain why. I think the more football games on the market, the better. I want to walk into the store, and no one really goes to the store for games anymore, but they just download them. But I want to go on the PlayStation store or the Xbox store, and I want to see 7 different football games, and I get to play one, and whichever one I like the most, I play. Back in 2006 or something like that, I was playing FIFA, but everybody was playing PES. Everyone played PES during this time because they said PES was a better game in '06, I think it was. And they kind of dominated the football scene during that time. I never switched. I played it, but I never switched because I played FIFA. It was a game that I just was pretty okay at, and I kind of liked the way the button layout was, so I just stuck with that game. Also, I think back then in PES, you could fake penalties, you could dive and stuff. It was crazy. But I never really got too much into that game. I stuck with FIFA. But when this new game comes out named 2K, I'm excited. Now, first thing I want to say is 2K is not a great company. Let me go ahead and put this out there for everybody to understand. I play a lot of NBA 2K, and NBA 2K has had a lot of bad games since the best game they ever dropped was around 17, 18. Those games were really good. But after they got into the 2000s, those games have kind of not been so great. And if you look at their community, you can also see a massive kind of drop off because a lot of people don't like the 2K game as much as they once did. But with that being said, that doesn't matter. What's important to us is that this should wake up EA Sports, because see, EA Sports never had a competitor after kind of PES went away. They never really had anyone to really push them or want to make their game better. It was kind of a monopoly for EA Sports. They kind of just dropped this football game every single year, and they knew people were going to buy it because there wasn't really that many football games. They didn't really have to add that many career mode features. They didn't have to do that. But guess what? 2K is a very, very, very good company when it comes to career mode features and making career mode games like My Players and stuff. So EA is now going to have to look at their career mode and go, wait, is ours good enough? Because now there's a competitor and theirs might be better, which is a massive problem for us. So they're going to have to step it up on that front. Then they're going to, have to step it up when it comes to gameplay, because if 2K can actually put out a better game play wise, all of a sudden now, it doesn't really matter. You just know there's a funner game out there, and you will start to look at that game to play instead of FIFA. Now instead of EA's game. Now the one thing that NBA 2K has not going for them, and the one thing EA has going for them, is that EA holds a lot of the license. For example, 2K won't be able to come in and just put you know, Champions League in their game, because I'm pretty sure EA Sports has the right for the Champions League. And if you guys remember, or if you're a little bit older, you played back then, you know that for the majority of the time that EA was making the FIFA game, they had the rights to FIFA, but they did not have the rights to the Champions League. So for many, many years, we would play career mode and there would be no Champions League. It was called like European competition. There was nothing called the Champions League. There was no Champions League trophy. Yes, you played the group stages and stuff, but it wasn't called the Champions League. There wasn't like the Champions League logos around the stadium. There was none of that on the jerseys. It couldn't be in it because PES owned the rights to that, okay? So you got to keep that in mind. So 2K going into the new football game, it's going to be hard for them to get a Premier League sponsorship or a Serie A sponsorship. They're going to have to start negotiating with those leagues to try to get those things. The one thing they'll easily be able to jump into is, for example, World Cup type stuff and international type stuff. Like they're going to have the rights to all the Portugal jerseys and stuff because the World Cup mode, right? The World Cup they're going to have that. So for me, I'm excited because there's going to be 2 games on the market, 3 including PES. I think there's other games coming out as well very, very soon that there's games being worked on. So there might be 5 football games coming out eventually. But I'm excited because EA Sports, I think, will have to step up. Now, I want to go ahead and get this out the way very, very quickly. To compete with EA Sports Ultimate Team is going to be very, very tough. It's not a mode that you're going to want to come in and try to take people away. That's not going to work. The way that 2K needs to go about this, in my opinion, let me know if you guys agree, they need to go into this with, okay, let's try to make the funnest gameplay, make the gameplay as fun as possible for people, make the game as enjoyable as possible to play. That's the number one thing. And then the number 2 thing is to make a feature that EA Sports is not good at. Now, what do I mean by that? Clubs, for example, my players, for example, and I'll make a video when I touch on this way more, but EA Sports hasn't touched clubs in years. EA Sports hasn't touched career mode in years. EA Sports hasn't touched my players in years. This is an opportunity for 2K to come in and really make a push to say, you know what, you guys might make a better Ultimate Team than us, but we're going to make a better club experience for people. We're going to make a better a career mode experience for people. We're going to make a better online career mode for people. See, EA Sports won't touch online career mode. The reason EA Sports won't touch online career mode is because they don't want to make any feature compete against their Ultimate Team, right? If they did online career mode, what is that? That is you playing with your friends and switching players back and forth between teams. You can control Manchester United, another person can control Man City, and you could do a whole Premier League with your friends and you're able to use the transfer market. What's that like? Like career, like Ultimate Team. Well, EA Sports won't do that mode because they don't want to take people away from their money product, the Ultimate Team, right? But 2K, on the other hand, can do an online career mode because they're not really worried about Ultimate Team being that crazy. Another thing they can do is My Park. If you guys have ever played NBA 2K, you know what that is. It's a great mode. If you haven't, let me explain. You make your character, you then walk around a city where you can walk into the Nike store, the Adidas store, the NBA store. You can buy clothing with virtual coins, by the way, just like this is where they make their money. You can buy shoes, you know, like Air Force Ones, Jordans, LeBrons. You can buy clothing, jerseys in game, like the Bulls and all that. So imagine going into a store, you could buy Mbappe's new kit from Madrid. You can buy, if he goes to Madrid, you can buy the new Ronaldo boots, the new Messi boots. You could put them on your tune, and then you walk around. Walk around your character. You walk around the city, and you walk up to a field. And when you walk up to the field, there could be 3v3 going on right now. You step on the circle, and you and your friends step on the circle. Your 3 friends, you all boom, step on a circle. And when the other team loses, they get kicked off the field, and the other 3 players go on, right? 1 would be a goalie, and 2 would be outfield players. And that would be 3v3. You could do 4v4, 5v5, and so on. And this is what they do in basketball, in the basketball game, right? So you step up with your friends. Each person has their position. You go in, you play. So it's like clubs, but like 3v3, 4v4, 5v5. Think about that. That could be a sick mode for us because we never had nothing like that in a football game. So NBA 2K is very good at this mode, and they make a very, very good mode. Although the last couple NBA 2Ks haven't been that great. They are very, very good at making this mode, making a nice city, making You know, you can walk around the city with a skateboard, you ride a skateboard, use a bicycle, and you level up your character, like your tune. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's a great mode. And this is where they can really pull a lot of players away from EA Sports. So if 2K is smart about this and they go into it with the mindset of, hey, let's not make a better Ultimate Team. No. Come in with better modes, a park mode, a better club mode, a better, a better career mode, and then do like a little Ultimate Team after that. But right now, I think what their main focus should be 1,000,000% is making modes that EA don't do well. And honestly, outside of Ultimate Team, which they don't even do that well right now, a lot of their modes have been lazy, and I'll be the first one to say it. Career mode's been lazy, clubs has been lazy, Ultimate Team's getting lazy. A lot of lazy modes from EA Sports, making a lot of people start to hate the game, and it's a great opportunity for 2K to slide in and steal some player base. So as a football fan, this is, and everyone should be excited. I know a lot of people are like, hey, 2K is a bad company as well. Guys, let's not think like that. We just need competitors. The more competitors on the market, the more games on the market, the more EA Sports has to step it up. The more 2K has to step it up. The more Konami, who owns PES, has to step it up. The more games on the market, the better the product has to be for players for us to buy the product. Right now, we buy FIFA simply because maybe we're fanboys, but at the same time, we just want a football game, and a good football game, and a football game that you don't have to wait a long time to get a match or something. And that's what FIFA gives you, or that's what EA gives you. But now with this game coming out, we have a whole nother ball. It's a whole nother animal. So get in the comments down below and let me know what you guys think. I want to make a whole in-depth video about my career mode and what 2K can do to be able to put EA, in a tough spot, because again, I don't think EA does a good career mode or a great my player or a great, let me just tell you this right now. I want to get this out the way. My whole life I've played FIFA. It's been my game, the one made by EA Sports. But I always bought PES every year. And you guys are gonna be like, what, why? Why would you buy PES? I bought PES every year because I would play the My Player on PES. PES's My Player was more enjoyable than FIFA's because the AI didn't auto block everything. The AI, your team actually played. If you've ever played the My Player where you're controlling just the striker, your AI, like even if you're playing on Real Madrid, they're constantly getting pushed back. If you're playing on like Ultimate or whatever difficulty, your team is constantly getting pushed back. They're not pushing forward. If you're playing for Man City doesn't play the way Man City plays in real life. You'll be getting like attacked by Burnley, and you're like, how is Burnley pushing us back like this? No disrespect to Burnley. Leeds will be pushing back City. You're like, yo, how does City have us park? How does Leeds have City parking the bus? It makes no sense. It's not realistic. So when I played the PES My Player, it was just a funner experience, and I had way more fun playing that mode. So I would always buy that game just to play that. So what I'm trying to explain to you is that EA just doesn't do a good My Player, and I'm someone who kind of made a career off of My Players. If you guys remember how I started my channel, was through My Players and storylines that I would create on GTA and then play the game. That was back in 2010, 2011. That's the videos I was making because I was a big My Player player. But yeah, it's not a good mode. So 2K can really jump on that. But get in the comments down below. Let me know if you guys are excited about it. But it's pretty much confirmed, lads. A football game is being made by 2K, and it should be coming to us very, very soon. And when I say football, for all my Americans out there, I mean soccer. There is a soccer game, aka we call it football, a football game coming very, 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 very soon. They're saying it should be here even in time for the 2026 World Cup. So it is coming, lads. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank y'all for watching. Let me know in the comments your thoughts about what's happening. I love you guys, and I will catch you soon. Booyah, we out of here.